Tyrod's doing a good job coming in here and being professional, getting a real good grasp for the offense, how things are kind of shaking out, the different reads. For a guy who's played as long as he had, a lot of it just ends up being translation, right? He understands the plays now, just how do we call it, and what are kind of the specifics to this offense from the different offenses he's played in. So he's doing a good job with that. He's got a really good control of the huddle. He's doing a good job leading that offense. Davis is coming in each day again. Like if you think back, right, with our spring, okay, these practices, typically the first time he sees red area is typically in the middle of May. So now he's seeing it for the first time, last week, whatever that was, Saturday. Okay, sees it again today. You can see improvement through a couple touchdowns for us. So again, the big thing with him is just going to be continuing to get better every single day he's on the field, and he's doing that. He's working at it. It's a lot. We put a lot on that position, and they're responding. And then again with Jeff, you can really see his athleticism take over at times. He's got a strong arm, and again for him, for a guy who's played in the league, just really getting comfortable with our terminology and kind of what we're looking for, when we call certain plays. It's hard to hear you guys here. Yeah, he's a freak. He's really big. He's really strong. And the one thing that kind of comes, the more we get to work with him, you really see how detailed he is, particularly in his individual technique. So the way he prepares, how seriously he takes practice, the way he's out there, it's been really good. It's been really good for those younger guys to be able to see how a man as talented as he is still comes out and works. And you can see him just drenched at the end of the day because, he's taking all those reps and the one-on-one reps. It's really important to him, and he's doing a good job paying attention to the details, not only just his individual technique, but really, again, the scheme and what we're asking for that group.
As Davis goes through the preseason, a rookie might make mistakes, but what are kind of the ways you track him making progress? What are some of the bars you want to see him there throughout the preseason?
Really just coming in and as elementary as it sounds, not making the same mistake twice. For us as coaches, when we can get that from our players, it shows that they're coachable. It shows that they have a good grasp and a good understanding of what we're asking them to do. And at that position in particular, right, you don't see the panic mistakes anymore. Things are starting to slow down, and he's really starting to feel comfortable when he's back there, particularly when he's in the pocket.
Was it strange having Deshaun out there in the role that he was playing?
No, not for us, no. Each year, your team's going to be different. So you got to find ways to really play to your strengths and find ways to cover up your weaknesses. And so, the nuts and bolts of the offense are going to be similar. But again, we're going to put our own touches on it to take advantage of the different players we have in the room now. You look at our wide receiver room, and there's been a dramatic change in that room, and not just the people in there, but the types of bodies, things along those lines. So it wasn't much different than any other offseason, other than the fact that we're looking to take advantage of the people that we have in the building to put them in the best spot to go out there and make plays for us. That was a lot. Go ahead.
What did you like about getting to work with Tyrod during this process?
It's been great. He's again, with his professionalism, he comes in. He wants to be great. He wants to come in and know exactly what's going on. He's got command of the entire offense. And again, just the way he approaches every single day, it's been really good for me. It's been really good for everybody in the room. Go ahead. Yep. You're good. Yeah, but that's part of the job description too. Is you got to be able to go out there and adjust, and we're going to do everything we can to get him prepared and give him as many looks and put him in the best spot. But at the end of the day, we got to come out here and practice and get reps, and that's why it was so good today that coach let us get back in the red area, so we can go back and let those guys get more reps and let Tyrod get the reps in the red area. So that was just that's what we're going to look to continue to do, and for every position, not just the quarterback room, but just continue to improve in the different techniques that we're asking them to go out there and execute on.
From Anthony Miller to this point, and how do you kind of help him get him up to speed to make plays for the offense?
Yes, he's a guy who's incredibly competitive. You can see it, some of the different catches he makes. He's got really good play strength. He's got good change of direction. He's got good size for the position that we ask him to play. So RP, Ben, you know, Anthony, they've all been doing a good job coming in here. You know, when the trade happened, I was on the phone with them. We were emailing them formations. We were trying to get them caught up to speed right away. So there's never a wasted minute. He's doing a good job putting in the work to make sure that he's getting himself back up to where we need him to get to trust him to be out there, to go out there and make plays. Yes, sir. Yeah, it allows us to get our 5 best on the field. So, especially at that position, it's really the sum of all 5 parts. So having a person who not only can handle it physically but can handle it mentally allows us again to get the 5 best players on the field and not necessarily just pigeonhole someone into one specific position. The running backs, yeah, a veteran group. They all have a unique skill set, and they've all bring really good experience, and they all bring good leadership, right? So Philip, comes out here. They all have a huge chip on their shoulder for one reason or another, and they're all phenomenal pros that come in and practice the right way. You can see Mark out there finishing his runs. You see Philip exploding with the ball in his hands. David's making plays for us, okay, and then obviously Rex has been good for us, when he's been practicing. So they all come from different backgrounds, and they all bring a wealth of experience, and they're good football players. So they're doing a great job. Danny's been working with them again, teaching them to the ins and outs of the offense, and they've all picked it up, rather seamlessly. Yeah, we'll see him in a couple weeks.
You've worked a long time with Deshaun. How strange is this? He's not out there today, the last couple days, but how it's been handled. He's not taking all the snaps.
Yeah, I mean, for us, we're worried about the guys that are out there practicing. So, we're out there, and Tyrod's taking the snaps, and we got, JD, we have Davis, so they're doing a good job for us, and that's really all that we can control, and all we can focus on is making sure that we're getting those 3 players, ready to go. Absolutely, he's been a great asset for us in the room. With some of the stuff that we do, some of the stuff, how he sees it, how he sees the intent of the plays. It's been great. He's been very helpful for those players. And again, we're doing a good job keeping them engaged and going through some different stuff with them. So he's been good for those players.